Saturday morning vinyasa practice, sitting on a block, sitting on your heels, Indarasana, and if that's not something that really speaks to you, and if you have the block, by the way, take it the long way, put it between your two sitting bones, and then bring your knees closer together, unless that causes a lot of distress for your knees. And then close your eyes and take your palms upside down on your, or facing up, on your thighs. Maybe you touch your first two fingers together. I apologize, I don't remember the name of the mudra, but we're there. Close your eyes and gaze slowly to the tip of the nose, and just drop your shoulders back and down. Bring your collarbones forward. Start to expand the breath across the body from top to bottom as well. And just closing your eyes and slowing down the thoughts, the distractions, the white noise. And just take these few moments to commit to your practice. Right, Daisy? Commit to yourselves. Commit to your animals. Bring your hands together at your heart center. Gently draw your chin down, lengthening the cervical spine. Just a slight little tuck of the chin, but keep pressing your shoulder blades down. Take your thumbs to the space between the two brows, gently massaging the space. And then lift your chin, lift your head, lift your eye gaze, press your arms up over your head. Reach them all the way up into the space. And then open your arms like a cactus. Lift your chest up, squeeze your shoulders together. Bring your elbows back towards each other. It's going to be very, mild. And then rotate to your right side, just through the torso. Breathe in. And empty out. Come back to center slowly. And take it to the other side. Just readjust. To the other side. So moving your torso, not necessarily individually moving your shoulders. Just keep the connection. Come back to center, inhale. Exhale, just tilt to the right side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, tilt to the left side. Inhale to the center. Good. Exhale, extend your arms out, turn your palms all the way up. Reach your fingers in two directions. Breathe into the sides of your body. Exhale, cross right arm over left arm. Grab a hold of your shoulders and give yourself a little pat on the back. We're not done yet, but it doesn't hurt to give yourself a pat on the back. And I'm swaying a little bit side to side. And then just hold through the center for a breath. Exhale, the arms open, palms face up. Drop your shoulders down, reach your fingers long in both directions. Exhale, left arm over right, and wrap your arms around your shoulders. And just notice, maybe one side goes a little bit further, a little bit easier. And just, notice it. Doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean one side goes easier than the other. And then open a breath, open the arms. Good. Stretch the arms all the way over your head. Exhale your hands to the floor. Move your block if you're on it. Sit back onto your heels for child's pose. Open your knees wide. Spread your fingers. Push your hips all the way back to your heels. Let your belly soften in between your arms. Lift your fingers off the floor, but keep the heel of your hands on the floor. And wave your fingers, wiggle them, play piano, whatever it is. And then place them down one at a time. And raise up onto the pads of the fingertips without lifting your shoulder blades. Just stay raised on your fingertips. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale all parts of the hand down on the floor and push the arms forward so it's like you're swaying your mat forward. Oh, Alexa's talking to me. Off Alexa. I don't know why she's talking to me. Walk your hands to your right side. Left hand on top of right.
There is a saying, and if it is not clearly Western.
Well, the video will capture whatever Alexa's saying. I have no idea what she's talking about. Good. Now keep your left arm on top. you, and then bring your torso back to center. So your arms across, left over, right once again. Sit up on your heels for a moment, and once again, wrap your arms around your shoulders and come up onto your shins. Lift your heart up. So if your shoulders are tight when we eagle wrap ever, this is a great place for you to go. And then bring your arms down, chest down, hips down. Release the arms back overhead. Inhale. Exhale to your child's pose. Reach your fingertips forward, shoulders back and down. Inhale, walk over to your left side, right arm on top. Just work your right hip towards your heel. And then keep the right arm where it is for now. Take the left arm underneath. Make your way back to center with your torso. Right arm is crossed over left. Inhale, come rise up onto your shins. Hands across your shoulders as you lift up. And maybe do a little back bend. Tuck the toes if it feels like you need it. Come back to center, sit down. Release the arms, bring them up overhead. Exhale to child's pose, walk the fingers out. Inhale to all fours. Shoulders on top of wrists, knees on top of hips, and step your right foot back. Tuck the toes under, work through the ankle, just coming forward and back a little bit. And then let's switch to the other leg. Left leg back, just stretch out the knees. Walk it forward and back, or maybe make circles. And then come on back again. Good, right leg back behind you. Spin onto your left toes. Right foot comes down to the floor. Right arm comes up to the side or to the sky. Lift the bottom side of your body up and in. Take your right arm, circle it back behind you, and take the arm overhead. Spin your torso up towards the sky. Lift the bottom side of your body up nice and long. Keep pressing your right pinky toe to the floor. Inhale. Look down as you exhale. Right hand comes down. Right leg comes up. Left arm comes out. Spinal balancing here. Stay strong. Pull the belly in. Lift the ribs up and in. Flex your foot and reach your arm out in front of you. One more breath. Good. Exhale, hand and knee down. Do a couple cat-cows. Tuck your toes, arch your back. Exhale, round and curl, chin to chest. Spread your shoulders. Inhale, tuck your toes, arch your back, dip your belly. Exhale, round and curl. Inhale, find your neutral space. Take your left toes back behind you. Tuck them on the floor. Right hand stays down. Spin to your left side. Left arm comes up over your shoulders. Lift the bottom side of your body up, so really hug that waistline in. And then guitar hero your arm over your head. And as you do that, spin your heart up and open towards the sky, or the ceiling, or wherever you are. And lift out of your bottom body. So stay connected. One more breath. Good. Exhale, hand down. Left leg comes up, face the front. Right arm goes out, spinal balance. Shoulders, hips squared to the floor. Breathe. Exhale, hand down, knee down. Cat and cow. Tuck your toes. Do a couple rounds on your own, or feel free to go with me. And then come to the neutral position between the two extremes. Step your feet back a little further if you need to, and tuck your toes for downward facing dog. Walk your dog from side to side. Put weight into the right arm, right leg. Left arm, left leg. Cross the body with the weight. And when you're ready to settle, settle into your downward facing dog. Put a soft bend in your knees just to get your hips up higher, chest down lower. And let's measure out the length of our down dog to plank, so come forward. Any adjustments you make, try to make them in your feet rather than your hands. Pull the belly up and in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Wow, guys, my right hamstring is still feeling Thursday's class. Come up on your toes. Come forward. Plank pose. Collarbones forward. Resist the earth. And exhale, downward dog. Good. Inhale, come forward. Lay yourself all the way down to your belly, whether you go to your knees first or lower all the way down, your choice. Hands rest right by the bra line, the ribs, the first ribs. Elbows squeeze in by your side. Toes point back, pubic bone points down, or pushes down. Lift the chest up. So just your chest is off the floor, not your belly. not your thighs. Squeeze the elbows in. Good. Inhale, reach the arms all the way out to the sides. Lift your torso a little higher, and then clasp your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers, palms together, knuckles away. And now if you'd like to lift your legs and find length from the top of the body to the bottom of the body, resting on the pubic bone or just below the hip bones and just above the pubic bone. One more breath. Exhale, hands down, legs down, head down. Bring the hands back into Cobra position. Push back to your heels, tuck your toes. Find your downward facing dog. Hips come in the air. Chest towards your thighs, walk it out. And then come back to center, hold your down dog just for another breath or two. Just settle in, find a little peace. Let your mind go. And then rise up onto your toes, bend your knees, and take little steps to walk your feet to your hands, top of your mat. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Put your two fists in between your feet to measure out the width of your hips. And just sway a little side to side. Come back to the center. Grab a hold of opposite elbows. Let that extra weight carry you a little bit more down. Head down to the floor, shake out your neck. Yes, shake it out. No. Feel like you're pulling your arms apart. Switch the cross of your arms. Just move one arm on top. Keep the cross of the arms as you slowly start to roll yourselves up. Chin to chest, biceps by the ears. Come all the way up to standing. Good. Exhale, lean to your right side. Look up towards your left elbow crease. Lift out of your right waistline. Inhale to center. Exhale up and over. Look to your right elbow crease. Back to center. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, open your arms back to cactus. Little back bend here. Rise up, inhale. Exhale, prayer to your heart. Bring your feet a little bit closer together. Arms overhead as you inhale. Exhale, fold over your legs, hands to floor, shins or blocks. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, fold, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. Good. Step to a high plank. Let's take one vinyasa flow. Come down halfway or to your knees. Roll over your toes. Upward dog or on your belly, cobra pose. Downward dog, hips high in the sky. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Now spin your left foot on its side, just a small diagonal change. Bring your right foot in between your hands or to the outside towards the edge of your mat. So for me, I take my leg a little wider these days. Hug the hip towards the midline and press your left pinky toe to the floor, big toe to the floor. Keep your right knee bent as you bring your hands to your hips and rise up to stand. Straighten your front leg for a moment and make the adjustments. You might need to shorten your stance. You might need to widen the width of your stance. And then re-bend your knees. Put your hands on your hip points so you can feel them. And then turn your torso so that your shoulders are facing forward. Then bring your arms up overhead. Inhale. Exhale, open your arms to that cactus. Squeeze your shoulders together. Good. Keep bending the front knee as you cross right arm over left and hug yourself. Inhale. Exhale, just fold inside or over your right thigh, keeping the right leg bent. Pushing the left heel and pinky toe down. Release the hands on either side of your leg. Step back to a high plank. Turn your body square. Flow through a chaturanga or skip it or add to it. We'll meet back in downward facing dog, everybody. Take your time in the movement. Take the time to feel, to notice, to acknowledge where you're at in this pose or every pose. Turn your right toes on their side. Step your left foot forward, either closer to the center, so your heel or heel instep, or perhaps a little bit wider to accommodate whatever is accommodating in your hips or your body. Bring your hands to your hips. And and then raise up to standing. Straighten your front leg. Make sure that you're in, a good stable position for you here. And then bend your knee again. Hip points are here. Turn your shoulders so that the shoulders are pointing directly forward. If you don't have a mirror, just line it up, towards your mat. And then bring your arms up overhead. Inhale. Exhale, elbows bend. Now I don't believe I told you which arm to cross over, so cross either arm or the other arm preferably. Inhale. Fold inside of your left leg or on top of it, bending the left knee. And exhale the hands on either side. Step back to a high plank. Take it through your flow, adding or skipping or whatever you need to do. We meet in downward dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale high and through toes. Bend your knees and look forward. Take yourself to the top of your mat, halfway lift, come halfway up. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, have a seat towards your heels. Stretch your arms up, biceps by the ears. Chair pose, Katasana. Lift your heart, drop your seat. Pushing down through the feet, rise up slowly. Bring the arms up and bring the prayer to your heart center. Arms by your side. One Surya B. Bend your knees, sweep the floor, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold, head to shin. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk, step, or float back through vinyasa. You choose your way. Upward dog, downward dog, if that's where you're going. Turn your left foot on its side, right foot steps forward. Turn your back foot, bring the arms up, warrior one, inhale. The exhale takes us down through chaturanga. So right all the way through your chaturanga push-up, or you might have to add if you're adding push-ups. Turn the right foot on its side, left foot steps forward. Warrior one with the inhale takes you up. The exhale takes you all the way through chaturanga. Down to the bottom, inhale on your back bend. Downward dog as you exhale. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Inhale. And exhale. High up on your tippy toes. Bend your knees, look forward. Take yourself to the top of your mat, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, bend your knees. Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale, rise up. Hands to your heart. Arms by your side. Good. Inhale your arms up. Exhale. Bring your hands to your heart. Step your right foot back. Big step, warrior one. So your right toes are turning slightly forward. Again, the hips may not get forward, but the shoulder, the torso can turn. And then bring the arms up overhead. Inhale. Exhale, cactus your arms. Squeeze your shoulders together. This time I want you to take right arm under left for eagle. If you can't wrap eagle, keep doing what we've been doing, holding onto your shoulders. Inhale. Now, instead of bowing inside of the leg, I want you to turn your torso and bow outside of the leg. You may have to turn that back foot on its side a little bit more, or onto the front. Try to lift your belly off your thighs, and now release the bind. Maybe the right arm is down, left arm is up. Maybe you're using a block. Or maybe you just keep your hands in prayer. Stay here for a breath. Good. Now, look down at your left toes. Come back to center. Turn your left hand inside. Turn your right foot on its side a little bit more towards your right side of your mat. Left arm down on the floor or a block, right arm up. Side angle variation. So just adjust your back leg. There's no law that says when you get your foot into one position, it can't be moved. And yes, use your blocks if you need them. Right now our hand is on the inside of the foot. Right arm is up to the sky. Bottom side of the body is lifting up and in, left thigh parallel to the floor. Reach up and reach down in opposition. Look down at your left toes. Inhale, rise up to warrior two as you exhale. Settle into warrior two. So find your fingertip to fingertip long. Come out of your knee for a second, straighten the leg. Make whatever adjustments you need to in your hips and your back foot. And then rebend into warrior two. Inhale. And Turn your palms up. Don't change your legs. Reach your torso forward. Now, if you can, take your hand outside the left foot. And then take the right arm in that guitar hero. We did this on our knee. Turn yourself up and over. Finding length through the sides of the body, from the fingertip to the toe tips. Opening up your heart, tucking your tailbone underneath you. Inhale. And exhale. That's it. So some of you will spin yourself all the way up and around. Some of you will have less of that room. Inhale, look down. Doesn't matter, it's all good. As you exhale, come back and reverse your warrior. And then let's just take a windmill to the floor. Spin your back foot on its side. Hold here in a low lunge. Good. Step forward to the top of your mat, halfway lift. Forward fold as you exhale. Bend your knees, reach your arms up, chair pose. Exhale, prayer to your heart. Left arm outside right thigh. Knees are level, hips are level, belly is lifted off your thigh. And breathe. Inhale. And exhale. Exalt your arms if you like. Take a side arm balance if you like. Or take another breath here. And if you're doing anything else, begin to make your way back to your center and fold over your legs. Separate your feet. Hang your head. Let go. Tuck your chin into your chest. Pull your belly into your spine. Pelvic muscles lift up and in. And then like a rag doll, slowly come on up. Roll the shoulders back and around. Heel toe your feet. Arms come all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Step your left foot back, turn it on its side. We've got warrior one again. So again, trying to get the hips squared is possibly not going to happen, but the torso can turn forward. Bring the arms up overhead, inhale. Exhale, open cactus arms. Good. Now take left arm under right arm. Either hug your shoulders or double bind for your eagle, inhale. And exhale, this time outside of the right thigh. Now, the tendency is going to be for a lot of us to just collapse onto that thigh because it's a really kind of it's called awkward twist. So you might have to even bring your back foot, turn it around into a crescent twist. And then from here, just release your arms either to prayer or maybe you exalt the arms. Good. Hands to prayer. And bring the prayer inside of the thigh. Exalt your arms open, hands on a block or floor, right thigh bent. So now your back leg, you might have to make some adjustments. Sometimes people need to shorten it. Sometimes people need to bring it back, like me, because I have a wider stance in my warrior one. Another breath. Look down at your toes, inhale your way to warrior two as you exhale. Straighten your front leg once. Make whatever adjustments you need with your shoulders, your hips, and your back foot. And then rebend to warrior two. We're not here that long. Inhale. And exhale. So every time you inhale, think about lengthening, growing tall through the spine, and long through the arms and legs, limbs. Good. Inhale. Reach your arms, flip them, reach forward. And now take your hand on the outside of your foot or on a block. Left arm guitar heroes over your head and spin your heart open. Bend your right knee. Rest your right, or turn your right side of your torso towards the left or towards the sky. Side angle pose. Breathe. There's a tendency to want to come out of that leg as we come up. So try to stay strong into your leg. Keep the warrior two legs. Look down at your right toes. Inhale, reverse your warrior. So the front leg is still bent. Right arm comes up and back. Good. Exhale, hands to the floor. Turn your back foot forward. Step your left foot to your right foot, top of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, chair pose, Katasana. Exhale, prayer to heart, twist to the left side. Knees are level, belly is off your thighs, hips are level. So the lower you sit, the more level your hips will become. And just keep looking down at that sneaky right foot, right? Just keeps wanting to move forward. One more breath. as you exhale, fold over your legs, separate your feet. Take your peace fingers around your big toe grips. And take your thumbs between your fingers and your toes. Lengthen your spine, inhale. And as you exhale, pull the elbows out to the side, head to the shins, and send your weight a little forward. Breathe in, breathe out. Shake out your head, yes or no. Inhale, halfway lift. Giant little pull. Oxymoron pull, and release your hands. Roll up like a rag doll. Stand up. Roll the shoulders back and around. Heel toe your feet together. Inhale the arms all the way up. Exhale, prayer. Right foot steps back, warrior one. So remember, warrior one in the legs, but the arms are going to be an eagle. So bring the arms all the way up. Cactus your arms. Right arm under left, once or twice. Inhale. Twisting outside the left thigh. And you either stay, exalt, prayer for the breath. One more. Good, now take the twist to the inside. Adjust your back foot as much as you can. Right arm up, left arm down. Tailbone tucks. Heart lifts up. Look down at your toes. Inhale, come up to reverse. We're into warrior two here. Straighten your front leg. Adjust again if you need to. Reach in two directions. Good. Now, reach forward, flip your palms up. Take your left hand outside the left foot on a block if you need it. If you don't have blocks, grab some books. And then Guitar Hero your arm overhead or however you get it there. And then spin your heart open. Breathe. Inhale. And exhale. Keep working your torso to the right. Keep working your left thigh parallel to the floor. One more breath. Now we take it back to reverse warrior. Nothing changed in our legs, just our torso. From here, we're going to reach the left arm forward, right hand to your hip. Left hand can be on a block in the front or the side of your foot, or reach onto your floor and step up and find your half moon balance. Start with your hand on your hip first. Turn your toes forward, look down towards your floor. So find your stability. And then hug your left hip towards your midline as you make an L shape with your legs. And then if it feels good, reach the right arm up. Working your shoulders on top of each other. Half moon Ardha Chandrasana. And if anything else happens in this pose, feel free to take it. It looks really good, guys. Breathe. Inhale. Half moon balance, Ardha Chandrasana. Now, take your right hand and turn it down to the floor or on blocks. Keep an L shape with your right hip, so it's not a standing split. It's more like, even you can support yourself on your blocks, more like a supported warrior three. Lengthening from the crown of the head to the back of the leg. And then place your right foot next to your left foot, bend your knees. Chair pose, inhale. Exhale, chair twist outside right thigh. Lift and lengthen your spine, breathe. Exhale as you fold over your legs, separate your feet. Fold over, grab the back of your calves or your ankles or step on your hands from behind and fold your body in half. Pushing your hands into your heels and your heels into your hands gives us a little bit more length. And then look forward as you find your final tug. Release your hands to your hips and rise up to stand. Heel toe your feet together, arms by your side, Dadasana. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, prayer to your heart center. Step your left foot back. Turn it on its side. Warrior one legs, torso forward. Inhale the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, cactus the arms, left arm under right, or hug or bind. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, outside right thigh. Good. Take whatever you took, a bind, a prayer, and then take it to the inside of the right thigh. Right arm down, left arm up. Make any small or large adjustments of your legs here. All right, breathe. Tuck your tailbone underneath you. Look down at your toes. Good. Inhale, rise up. Warrior 2, exhale. Good. Stay a little bit lower. Back out if you need to and come back into it. Flip your palms, reach forward. Right hand outside of your foot on a block. You know your block has 3 heights, so you choose the one that's appropriate for this pose for you. Inhale and exhale. Good. Using the strength of your arms and your torso and your legs. Bring your left arm down, right arm up. Reverse your warrior. And from here, look forward in front of or to the side of and use your block if you need it. Come up into standing half moon balance. So first, your left hand's on your hip. So stay stable there. Try to turn it so your shoulders stack and your hips stack. And your right leg is hugging in towards your midline. Then perhaps the left arm comes up. And then perhaps your eye gaze goes up. And then perhaps you think there's somebody watching you taking pictures. I don't know. I feel like there is. I always feel like somebody's watching me, just like the song says. All right. So you're in an L-shaped Ardha Chandrasana. And then you're going to bring your left hand to the floor or blocks and level out your hips. So not a standing split. This is just a nice L shape with our legs. So I just caught myself in the camera and I'm leveling off my hips a little bit more because I didn't really find that levelness. And I'm still working with that tight hamstring. So my knees bent. Exhale, take your left foot next to your right foot, chair pose, arms come up, inhale. Twist as you exhale, outside, left thigh. Lift your belly off your thighs. I didn't say it those last 2 times, but if you're taking arm balances, feel free to go. You know, I want you to explore. I want you to find things that make you happy. Take another breath. And then fold over as you exhale. Separate your feet. Let your head hang down. Lift up your toes. Slide your hands underneath your feet. Wrap your big toe around your wrist. And look forward, inhale. Exhale, fold your body in half. Let it go. Send a little bit weight forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to hips. Rise to stand. Shake it out a little bit. All right. Bring your feet a little closer together. Arms by your side. Inhale the arms up overhead. As you exhale, sit into your chair. Now let's start with the arms. Right arm underneath left once or twice, or you're holding onto your shoulders. Send your weight to your left leg, right heel lifts up. Automatically, your body kind of shifts, right? So keep it as level as you can. Cross the leg over once, twice, or on the floor or on a block. You can put your foot on a block. Sometimes that's a really nice option. So it's right under, right over. I'm just showing you the block option. Inhale. Some of you like to fold over, coming from another lineage, perhaps round your back. So they're all, they're all right and they're all good as long as you're not feeling pain. If you are in that rounded position, come on back up. Tuck your tailbone underneath you. Good. Now, inhale, lift your torso, lift your legs a little bit. Unwind your legs. Float back through Warrior 3. Bend your front knee and step back, Warrior 1, arms up. Well, look at that. Exhale outside your left thigh. Adjust your arms how you choose. Inhale. Come back through center as you exhale. Left elbow in. And we take it into our side angle pose. Right arm up. Left leg is bent. Inhale, rise to Warrior 2. Exhale, back off your leg. Rebend Warrior 2. Good. Inhale. Flip your palms, reach forward. Side angle, arm on the outside. Guitar hero, or however you get your arm over your head. Tuck your tailbone underneath you. Reach. Reach, reach, reach. Good. Keeping your legs the same. Inhale, reverse your warrior. On the exhale, right hand to your hip, left hand in front or to the side. Half moon balance, Ardha Chandrasana. Take any variation of this pose that speaks to you. You've got about 3 breaths here. Make them long and full. 1 more breath for me. If you're doing anything else, come back to Ardha Chandrasana, and then exhale your right hand down, square your hips. Good, L shape with your legs. Inhale, bring your knee to your chest, round curl. Step your feet together, bend your knees, chair pose, Katasana. Exhale, chair twist to your right side. Bend your knees, drop your seat nice and low. Breathe in and breathe out. 1 more time. Good, exhale, fold over your legs, separate your feet, let it go. And then ragdoll to stand, bring the arms with you over your head. Inhale. Hands to your heart, exhale, arms by your side. Stand up nice and tall. Take a moment, close your eyes. Feel the grounding of the earth, feel the earth energies. And then open up your eyes. Inhale, your arms overhead. Exhale, bend your knees. Send your left arm under your right arm once or twice, or hug your shoulders. Weight goes into the right leg as the left heel lifts. Cross it over once, twice, or put it on a block. And drop your seat low. So trying again to get your hips level, just like we do with our chair twist and any other pose. So, you want to maybe even put your hands on your hips to level it off. Inhale. If you like to fold over, just the elbows in front of the knee, the belly is in. There's no collapsing on your belly on your thigh, or you stay upright. Good. Now push down to rise up. If you're folded, come on back up. Slowly release left leg back. Climb through warrior 3. And then step it all the way back, warrior 1, arms up. Good. Inhale, float it to the outside of the right leg. Undo your bind, or take it to prayer. And then bring it to the inside. Right arm in, left arm out. Left arm up, right arm down. Side angle pose. And inhale back up to warrior 2. Exhale, straighten your leg, inhale. Rebend it, just give it that nice little break. Flip your palms, reach forward. Right arm outside thigh or foot. Left arm overhead, spin your heart open. Side angle pose. Or classic. Good. Inhale, left arm down, right arm up. Warrior, reverse warrior. And the exhale takes you into your half moon balance. So step up onto your right leg. Left leg goes up. Maybe the left arm goes up. We spin open. Anything you're doing here, take a few breaths to be there. Find your stability by hugging your right hip towards the midline. Good. Really find good, strong legs. Another breath. Good. Now as you exhale, look down. If you're bound, come on out of it. Left hand down, right hand down. Hips are squared. So the blocks are so helpful here for those of us that are tight in our hamstrings, in our back, wherever. It's just a really nice release. Inhale. Exhale, left leg meets right leg, bend the knees, chair pose. Exhale, twist to your left side. Drop your seat. If you're flying, fly. Come back when you're ready. Inhale. And fold over as you exhale. Separate your feet, hang your head, let it go. Get your body as close to a half as you can, right? Fold it, inhale. Push down to the bottoms of your feet and rise to stand. Bring it up with you. Bring the arms all the way overhead, inhale. Exhale. Now just bear with me one more time, a little different. Arms up, inhale. Let's stay just in our chair, exhale. Bring your prayer to your heart. Good. Now step your right foot back for warrior 1. Arms up overhead. Exhale. Exhale, cactus your right arm underneath your left arm, or cactus and then bring your right arm underneath. Lean out to your left side for the breath. You can keep your arms as they are for now. Keep them in the eagle wrap. Bring the arms in center. Good. Lift your torso up. Now exhale inside and open up. Exalt. Tuck your tailbone underneath you. Look down at your toes. Inhale to warrior two. Exhale, settle, and then straighten for a moment. Rebend your front knee. Make whatever adjustments in your legs. Flip your palms, reach forward. Side angle. Right arm goes overhead towards the front of your mat. Tailbone tucks. Lengthen, twist, rotate. Good. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Keep the legs the same. Exhale, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon balance. Right hand down, left hand down, excuse me. Right hand on the hip, open up. Square it open. Pull the hip in. Don't hyperextend the knees. Lift the knees up. One more breath. We're not here forever. Hand down, hips squared. Put your hands on blocks if you need to. Come into your supported warrior three. Hips are level. Good. Listen carefully. Bring your right knee to your chest, round and curl. Cross your right leg over your left leg. Bend both knees. Reach your arms up overhead. Lift your torso. Right arm's going to come under. Eagle wrap. One more time. And that's all. Go on. Maybe you fold forward. Maybe you stay. Inhale, rise up, release. Hands to prayer, exhale. Arms by your side. Inhale, arms up, bend your knees, chair pose. Exhale, hands to heart. Left foot steps back. Warrior one. Inhale, the arms up, cactus them. Exhale, left arm underneath right, once or twice, or hold your shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, twist outside right thigh. Inhale, rise up. Now release the arms as you exhale inside, side angle pose. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, stay. Inhale, straighten front leg. Exhale, rebend. Flip your palms. Inhale, reach forward, hand on the outside of the foot, shin or block, side angle. Again, so side angle inside, side angle, this one's outside. More traditional, more Ashtanga lineage. Breathe. Inhale, reverse your warrior, no change in your front leg here. Exhale, begin to straighten it out and send your right hand forward to the side on a block or not. And then open up your hips, your torso to the left side. Flex your foot, strong, strong. So the same way your foot is now is the way it's going to be, except the toes will be changed, your hip will be changed as you exhale. Now, left hand down. Again, hands on blocks are incredibly useful. And then drop the hip parallel to the floor. So I can even benefit from a higher block today. Good. Flex the foot. Crown of the head to toes are nice and long. Then bend your knee round and curl. Cross left leg over right once or twice. Drop your seat. Inhale the arms up. Exhale left arm under right once or twice, or hug your shoulders. And you choose. Do you want to round your spine, come forward? Are you happy here? Do you want to take an arm balance? Do you want to go home and just shut me off? Right? Say, I'm done with this. You want to fly like an eagle and get out of here? Good. Inhale, come up and release it all. Exhale, separate your feet, fold over your legs again. Move your blocks if they're there. Hang your head, shake it out. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step, step, high plank. Take a breath there. And then flow through your vinyasa, upward and downward facing dogs. Breathe. Good. Bring your feet closer together. Lift your right leg straight up in the air. Bring chest round, curl, send it to a plank, and then bring your right knee to your right wrist, send it down for pigeon. Take your toes underneath you, adjust your cameras as needed, and then settle in here. So some of you will be flexier and have your shin parallel to the front edge of your mat. If you're more like me, you might even need to sit on a block under your right sitting bones. Take yourself up nice and tall. Give yourself that Cobra Stretch first. Good, and then walk your hands forward. Stop where you first feel it, your first point of resistance. And then maybe take a breath or two there and make your way down a little further. Maybe you're at your max. And let go. You can put your head on a block, your head on your hands on the block, your hips on the block. You can do anything you need to do. Couple of breaths. Don't be in a rush to go anywhere. Training out here, so we don't have to rush. Slowly walk your hands back towards your legs. Lift your torso up, take your time. Drop your hips to the floor, or your right hip to the floor, and send your left leg out to a diagonal. So your right foot is on the inside of your left thigh. Take your left hand inside your foot, or maybe peace finger grip on the big toe. Right arm up and lift up and over to your left side. Keep grounding your right hip and keep rotating your torso up, just like that side angle pose. And then I want you to turn down towards your left leg and fold over the leg. So bringing again your shoulders squared. You can hold on to your foot. You can hold on outside your foot if you want a little bit more release on that right side. Or you could even have your hands, sometimes it's nice just to have arms on blocks here. So take it where you need to take it, right? It's just always individual. Inhale, walk your hands back up. Take your right hand behind you and push your hips forward, arch back. Exhale, come to the floor. Send it back, left leg. Tuck the toes underneath you. Lift the right leg in the air. Three-legged downward dog. Let go of the tension in the hip, knee, and ankle. Just roll it around and find your downward dog here. Feel free to take another vinyasa here or skip it. Your choice. Meet in downward dog and bring your feet closer together as you lift your left leg in the air. Nice and high. Knee to chest, round and curl, come forward. Knee to left wrist as you settle down to start your pigeon pose. Tuck your toes underneath you. A block under your sitting bones is very helpful for tight hips, tight knee, whatever you're feeling there. And then stay in your cobra upright for a few breaths. And then begin to make your way down to the floor, to your forearms, to the chest, wherever you are, head supported or not. Stop always at the first point of resistance, the first place that you really feel this pose happening. And then let it go a little bit deeper. And just let your body kind of tell you where to go. Don't listen to your head. Just listen to your body. The more you do yoga, and you guys have been doing yoga a long time with me and before me and whatever, you get to really know your body really intimately. You know where you can push, you know where you shouldn't push. If you listen to your body, if you listen to your head, you might push too much. All right, start to bring it back up. Lift yourself up. If you have a block, slide it out. And let your left hip settle onto the floor as your right leg comes out to a diagonal. Diagonal. Doesn't have to be very wide. Take your right hand inside, or maybe your peace finger grip around your big toe. Lift up and over, and rotate your torso. Keep your left hip grounded. inhale, spin it around to the right leg. Walk your hands to either side of the foot. Fold over as deep as you want or can. Some of you might want to take it across. Find a little bit of a release into that left side. We did a lot of side bending and twisting, as well as shoulders twisting or shoulders moving, bending. Walk your hands back in slowly. Left hand comes behind you. Lift your hips up and push them forward, arch back. Good. Exhale, come on back down. This time, let's just go ahead and swing both legs out in front of us. And I'm actually going to change my mat for you. So sit up tall in Dadasana, staff pose, legs out in front of you. Put your fingertips down to give you perhaps a little bit more length. Good, I think you can see me. So both legs are out in front of you. Walk it a little forward so that when we do go down to the floor, and if you need a block, keep the blocks nearby. Sit up tall here so that when you go down, is what I was going to say, is that your head is on the mat. Good. But first, walk your hands forward and then come into your pose, Paschimottanasana. So I'm keeping my fingers on the floor today. You can grab a hold of your toes. You can take a block in front of your feet, depending on what your flexibility is today, and maybe just depending on how you feel. Right? So I'm going to keep my spine long. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale. Now, if you're holding on, let go of your hands, your feet. Come to your, kind of where I'm at, into this long position. And then start to pull your belly in and draw your fingers around or on the floor. Flex your feet and start to roll down like a Pilates roll down, one vertebra at a time. When you do get down to the floor, and don't rush it, hug both knees into your chest. Take a happy baby pose where you want to hold your feet, your big toe, outer foot, rock on your spine, side to side. And then just settle into this happy baby pose. I got one more wrap for you guys, so come back to center. Wrap right leg over left once or twice, like the eagle. Arms open out to the side. Wrap right arm under left arm once or twice, like the eagle. Take your arms over your head and extend your legs a little further out. And as you exhale, bring your upper body to the outside of your right leg. And then come back down, arms, legs out. Exhale, crunch in. Inhale, release it. Exhale, crunch and hold. Not your breath, just the pose. Maybe a few little pulses here. 3, 2, 1. And take your arms and head down. Open your arms, keep your legs. Move your hips right. Let your knees fall left, and unwrap the bind if it's too much. Right? So you can take 1 or 2 wraps off and do your spinal twist. Good. And before you come back to center, totally undo the wrap and come back to your knees, hugging into your chest, round and curl. Head down. Left leg over right once or twice. Open your arms. Left arm under right once or twice. Inhale, arms and legs move away from each other. And exhale, they come towards each other outside the left leg. Inhale, extend. Exhale, flex. One more time. Inhale, extend. Exhale, hold it up here. Not your breath. Pulse it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Head down, arms open out. Shift your hips left and let your knees fall to the right. Undo whatever you need to on your bind if it's too much. Before coming to center, uncross your legs. Come back to center Let's take one little back bend here. Hold on to your ankles, shins, or feet. Tilt your pelvis. Feel free to put a block underneath you. And lift your hips up off the floor into your bridge pose. You can hold on to your ankles. You can put the block there. You can slide your hands under. And some of you might want to take a full wheel, bringing your fingers by your shoulders. First, come up to the top of your head lightly, and then push up into your big, heart-opening wheel pose. Stay for 3 to 5 breaths wherever you are, right? Don't rush yourself out of any place. And then when you're ready to make it down, you come back either to the top of your head, upper, mid, lower back, down. And then hug your knees all the way to your chest. If there's anything else you'd like to take for the next few moments, feel free to go there. A headstand, a handstand, I know some of you like, forearm stand, or just go back or into your Shavasana. So make your way onto the floor with your arms and legs open, receptive. Close your eyes, slow down the breath again. And now just try to release all physical tension, all thought, all distractions. The only physical action, the only muscular action is that heart pumping as we breathe. Everything else set aside for another time. Take a quick scan of your body and just notice if you need any comfort anywhere else. And let go. If you do have the luxury of staying longer, just turn off the video, turn me off, stay on the floor, stay in your place. Or begin to make your way back into this space, just reuniting yourself. Start to breathe deeper, start to make subtle movements through fingers and toes. Then bring your knees back to your chest. And roll to either side. And when you're ready, come up to a comfortable seat. Take your hands together at your heart center. Take this moment of gratitude for yourselves for making it to the mat. Some of you in different time zones, making it to your mat. And then take your hands to the third eye, touching the space between the brows. Bowing down and honoring yourselves and honoring the light, the peace, the love, the goodness within each one of us. Namaste. Satnam. Go in peace. Shanti, shanti, shanti. Everybody out there at home, stay fit, stay healthy, and get vaccinated.